redeem rewards, scan to pay, and order ahead on the Zaxby's app.
Okay, if you were a parent watching this morning, you have a student about to graduate from high school, wondering what he or she is going to do once that graduation date proudly comes. Perhaps you're watching and you're simply looking for a career switch. Good thing that you're watching the show this morning, because Will Watson is part of the UTC staff, and he heads up something called the Medical Careers Plural Academy. Very happy to be talking to him, because this is a big week for the programs that they have there on campus. Nice to see you.
Good morning, Julie. Thank you.
I'm thrilled to talk to you, because just in private conversations that I will have, it seemed, because I have a daughter who's a college student right now, one who's still in high school. People I think, are becoming more and more aware, Will, of the need to be practically trained for the career they're going to embark on. That's what you're doing through this medical academy.
Correct. Yeah. So, we see the opportunity here to invest in our workforce. Obviously, with the pandemic, there's an even further strain on our healthcare facilities, and so we look as a way to respond to that as the training arm of the university. And so, to your point about them being very hands-on and extensive, focusing more on how can this be applied in the workforce to ensure that these students are prepared for the workforce. But it doesn't end there. It's also, how do they ensure that they're prepared for the certification exam? And we realize that it's not enough just to train some individuals. We've got to be able to provide them with resources that are wrapped around them. Are they sure that they have their resume up to date? Are they up to date on their interview skills? So we sit down with them and make sure that every student is prepared, whether that's for the program, the certification exam, or when they walk into that employer's office to sit down for that first interview.
So a couple of things I'd like to hit at once, and I can't. I got to go a little bit in sequential order. I mentioned if you have a high school senior, what you're able to do, and you already are with some of the kids at Howard, is students, as long as they're 6 months out from graduating, can go ahead and enroll with you, and that way when that graduation date hits, they're employable.
Yes, ma'am, you're exactly right. So as we know, a four-year degree is not for everyone, but we also realize that there have to be other opportunities out there for people to ensure that they are prepared for the workforce in today's age. And so, to your point, if you are under 18, but you are in high school and within good standing of graduating, you're more than welcome to join our programs. We'd be happy to have you on. We have had multiple students. We are currently running a program at Howard High right now, a CNA program. It is embedded in their school day, and we have some young ladies that are enrolling in that program and taking it right now. A week from today, we will be offering another program at Howard in the evening that will be open to the community. And so if there are other high school students in the area that may not go to Howard but would like to take advantage of this, you are more than welcome to join as well.
You also don't always know at 18 what you want to be doing with your life, and so I know you want to stress the fact that getting into this line of work can be a career, not a job. But let's say you begin as a CNA, that's not to say that you wouldn't later decide to go to nursing school.
Exactly, and that's the path that I think we as an organization, as well as the employers, have been saying that they want to use this as an opportunity to expand on this educational journey. CNA is a great career. If someone wants to do that, they're more than welcome to. But the employers in our community are looking to invest in their employees. And what I mean by that is, yes, you might start out as a CNA, but what if you want to go be an LPN, an RN? Not only does UTC offer that, we have employers that are willing to invest, provide tuition reimbursement for those individuals to move on. So, that it's a great opportunity to see this as a career and not just another job. You have an opportunity to move forward into your life and be whatever you want to be, with obviously the benefits that come along with working in the medical field.
You also don't have to be hands-on medical with the programs that you have to offer. One of the opportunities is with medical billing and coding. That's a huge field.
Yes, exactly. And then when you have some of the employers that we have in our area, there's a demand for medical billing encoders. It is online, so that program offers us some flexibility. You do not have to come to campus necessarily or be logged on at a specific time. So that provides adults with a little more flexibility. We do work with the AAPC, who is the accreditation body over those programs, to ensure that our curriculum and what we're teaching is aligned with what they're expecting. And so we are able to get other resources and benefits just by partnering partnering with them. And so, that's one thing that we are very proud of, is that all of our programs lead to nationally recognized certifications. So, if you live in Georgia, you're able to utilize these there as well.
Your next set of classes will begin sometime in March, so you're jumping ahead. This Wednesday, the 27th, you're having a virtual open house. Is that a chance for people just to kind of zoom in with you and learn more and ask some questions?
Yeah, and I would be happy to have anyone come attend that. It is open to the community. It's free of charge. It'll last about an hour. It'll just be a great way to learn more about the programs and what we have to offer. Whether you or your son or daughter, someone might be interested and you're just trying to gain a little more information, I will make myself available. We'll speak for about 30, 45 minutes, just going generally over the programs, how to register, things such as financial aid, and then we will break out into rooms, virtual rooms, and allow our instructors to speak individually on their program. So if you're interested maybe in the pharmacy tech or the phlebotomy tech program, you can then break out into that specific room and learn a little more in detail what you're going to be doing during your time in that program.
Okay, I've got two more questions for you, then I'll let you get on with your day. But one of them is the fact that there are a lot of people watching who may have had their own jobs impacted by COVID, and they're looking to make a career switch. We focused on the teenagers out there, but if you're 25 years old, can you still be part of this program?
Oh, yes. And I'll tell you, most of our students are not your traditional 18 to 22-year-old. Now, we're more than welcome, happy to have them with us. We do have a lot of UTC students that use these programs as a way to go on to PA school and things like that. But we are more than happy to have adult learners, people that maybe have been out in the workforce or, like you said, have been victim to the pandemic. We will find ways to ensure that they have that pipeline back to employment, finding financial aid resources, ensuring that they have the opportunity to attend the program, ensure that they're prepared for that certification exam, as well as ensuring that there are employers on the back end waiting to take them on and provide them with another opportunity.
Okay, then you steered me right into my second question when you touched on the financial aid side of things. There are measures in place on campus to help with the cost of the program. Is that correct?
Yes, Julie, and I'll be honest, that's one of the very first things I recognized when I stepped into my role was that there are barriers to access, and one of those being the financial piece. And so what can we do to ensure that students of all age, ability, income have the opportunity to pursue this? And one thing that we really are proud of is working with our local American Job Centers to provide what's called WIOA funding. And essentially, it's a Workforce Investment Opportunity Act that will provide funding for individuals in our community to get trained in these medical careers and then go work. And so I'll be honest, we've had over 50% of our students alone just get that one funding source. And so we do have other funding sources that I would be more than happy to talk with students about. So yes, there are a wide range of funding sources that we can work with students to provide, including military funding. So yes, that's one thing that we are very proud of, to ensure that students are able to, are able to achieve this opportunity no matter what their income might be.
Then let me share with people the information that you share with me, because part of it includes an email address where they can ask some questions of you directly. Will, a pleasure talking with you this morning.
Yep. Thank you, Julie.
The Medical Careers Academy at UTC. If you go, they have a virtual house happening this Wednesday from noon until 1. The website to go to register for that is utc.edu. /med academies plural. If you would also like to get in touch with Will directly, his email is William-A-Watson at utc.edu. Thanks again.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Recent injury keeping you from getting out? Mobility at Home sells and rents wheelchairs.